Hey guys, welcome back to What is Gaming here on Argent Leftovers Gaming. Today we're going to go over the ESRB's rating system for video games. I feel this is very important for parents to know because it's good to know what your kids are playing or what they're potentially playing when you buy it at the store. I see a lot of parents going into game stores not understanding what the rating system is, or even not understanding there is a rating system, or their kids go and buy the game without them and they don't know what it is. That's not a great idea. I'm not going to tell you how to parent. I'm not going to tell you whether these games are good for your child, but I want you to have the understanding of what the system means so that you can make an informed decision. It's very important to understand where it's at. It's either on the front, bottom right, or on the back, bottom right. It is on the case somewhere. If you can't find the rating on the case or you're buying a used game, make sure to either research it online. Everybody's got the internet on their phone practically. You can research it right there in the store, or you can possibly ask the people at the store what the rating of the game is. Now, onto the actual rating system. First of all is the E rating. E rating is E for everybody. Amazing. Everybody can play this game from the age of 0, I'm pretty sure that fetuses aren't playing video games, all the way up to the 100-year-old grandmothers who probably also are not playing video games, but I'm not too sure about that because there have been some that really like their video games. These games do not have any objectionable content at all, generally no violence, no blood, no swearing, no nothing. They are good for kids to learn things. Generally, Reader Rabbit, Winnie the Pooh, games like that are E-rated games. Next up, we have the E10 Plus rating. Now, this is the one that confuses a lot of people as to why they have an E and an E10 Plus. The E10 Plus is going to be more for a kid that can control the character, who can puzzle solve, who can do a little bit more than just walk around a screen, point at things, Dora the Explorer style, and tell you what color blue is. Games like the Lego Marvel or Lego games are generally E10 Plus because they're still not really violent, but they're not so much what you'd consider a young child game because they require more dexterity or more logical thinking or whatever. Next up, we have the T for Teen games. Now, T for Teen is like your PG-13 of video games. It'll contain some blood, maybe some violence, maybe some crude humor, not really crude language. These are games that are mostly suited towards teenagers, 13 and up. I'm not saying, again, that you can't let your kid play a teen game when they're a little younger, but you need to know that there's going to be some of that objectionable possible content in there. Games in this category, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy generally is a teen game. T for Teen is the most abundant of the game types, and that's because that is the target demographic for game companies, 18 to 36. It's like TV or radio or anything else, 18 to 36-year-old males. Now, females are gaining ground, but who says females can't like teen games or mature games either? Next up, you have your mature games. Now, these are the games that you really need to be aware of. They contain violence, blood, gore, mature language, strong sexual content, or even any sexual content, maybe even nudity. These you need to be aware that your child, if they are under the age of consent, are buying. First of all, they're not supposed to be able to buy them under 18 years of age. They're supposed to be carded just like we are for alcohol. Most places do not conform to that rule, so please be aware that if your kid walks in the door with Call of Duty or Diablo 3, that these are going to be mature rated games. Again, generally it's violence and bloodshed and language. I know that Battlefield Hardline has some real problems with the language. I personally do not enjoy the language in it. Love the game. It seems a little gratuitous at times with the language. Next up, you have AO games. AO games are adult only, and as such contain strong sexual and or graphic sexual content, graphic nudity, violence, blood, any kind of thing you can imagine. Now, there's only about 24 or so of these produced ever. You can Google them. I'm not going to give you names, but these games are specifically geared towards adults. Hence, they don't sell real well in Walmart or GameStop. You don't have to worry about your child going into a GameStop and buying an AO game. It's just not going to happen. Now, a caveat to all of this is that games, when played online with other people, generally cannot be rated. Now, World of Warcraft is a teen-rated game. However, they have in-game chat, both voice and text. that can be used by other people without restriction, and therefore they're going to see some things that are probably explicit and or bordering on explicit, and some people may accept it and be fine with it. Some people don't want their kid doing that. Voice chat is another thing to be very cautious of. Call of Duty has voice chat that drives even me insane, because I don't like hearing a kid that probably isn't in high school or growing facial hair calling me some names that a 36-year-old sailor would not call me. And I've heard some of these kids make me blush, and anybody who knows me knows that's kind of a feat. So please be aware they cannot regulate everything, and as a parent you do need to be cognizant of what your child is playing, who they're playing it with, and how they're playing it, because if your kid is the one sounding like a sailor, you probably need to step in and kind of give them a life lesson about, not being a jerk online. Alright guys, thanks for joining me once again here on What is Gaming on Argent Leftovers Gaming. Please be looking for some more of these videos in the very near future. We're going to be putting them up with a little more regularity. Also, we have a brand new Facebook. It is www.facebook.com/Argent Leftovers Gaming. We actually have a page for that. Communicate with us on Twitter at Argent Leftovers. We are on there. We're not as active on there. I'm going to start letting the kids kind of handle that so that they can talk to y'all and interact with y'all a little bit more. Please do not forget to like this video, subscribe to this video. I'm going to put the link down here for subscribe, probably right here. I'm not too sure. Am I doing it right now? Is it looking amazing? I don't know. And please visit some of our previous videos. There's a lot of fun content in there. We're going to start doing another couple of Reddit 50/50s with me and my wife, because that's funny and it's just amusing. Maybe some more Cards Against Humanity. There's also an Oregon Trail video game coming out, or not video game, pardon me. There's an Oregon Trail card game coming out that we are going to play and die of dysentery horribly. If you don't understand what that means, please go watch the other videos and then watch the died of dysentery video, because somebody's going to do it. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel, go to twitter.com and do Argent Leftovers, go to facebook.com, Argent Leftovers Gaming, Argent Leftovers Gaming. Like us, subscribe to us there. And don't forget to leave comments down in the comment box so that I could read them and understand what you want to see next. If you want something explained, if your kids have said something to you and you don't know what it means, come to me, ask me. I'll try to suss it out for you. And if I can't, I'll find somebody that can. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends, because I'm sure there are more parents out there that don't understand the concepts or don't know the concepts and would like to understand, to be able to connect with their kids and be more involved in what they're doing as gamers. That said, look for more Argent Leftovers anime, all the other fun stuff that we're doing, and we'll see you next time on What is Gaming. Bye.